All right. My future millionaires and freedom seekers. Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, your 25-year-old financial guru, here to drop some truth bombs that most people are too scared to even whisper, or maybe they just haven't figured it out yet. And trust me, after this video, you're either going to love me or hate me. But one thing's for sure, you won't be able to ignore me, because this is going to sting a little, but it is the sting that wakes you up. So, let's just rip off the band-aid, shall we, and get straight to the uncomfortable truth. Many of you, right now, are living a life that isn't yours. It is a hand-me-down life. A generic template that someone else designed. You're stuck in a loop, a hamster wheel of 9 to 5 bills and endless distractions. Like a digital zombie, mindlessly scrolling. You're like, hey, I went to school, I got the job, I'm doing everything right. Right. I followed the rules. Where is my prize? Wrong, absolutely, utterly wrong. You're in this situation because you got distracted. My friend, you lost the battle, the war for your own future. You gave up your dreams and sought security in someone else's, trading your unique potential for a predictable paycheck. And honestly, that is just sad, a little pathetic even. But here is the good news. We can fix it, we absolutely can. Starting right now, you didn't pay attention to the path you were on, did you? You just stumbled along, letting inertia guide you. You went to school, got the job. And now what is next on this conveyor belt of mediocrity? The only thing that occupies your mind are the bills that need to be paid, an endless stream of financial obligations, a constant hum of anxiety, the work you don't care to do. Let's be real. You'd rather be watching paint dry or better yet, actually living, instead of just existing. The student loans that got pushed under the rug and are stacking up faster than my crypto portfolio during a bull run. Just kidding, mostly, but seriously, those things are a nightmare. How you don't have the time or energy to be healthy, to hit the gym, to cook a decent meal, to start that side hustle you've been dreaming about for years, to give life to all those brilliant thoughts split into 1,000 more, like a scattered hard drive, locking you into a narrow-minded state of stress and survival where every day is just about making it to the next. Life loses its zest, the sparkle, the pizzazz. It is just gone, replaced by a dull, monotonous drone. Days become robotic. Opportunities become scarce, like finding an honest politician or a genuinely good investment opportunity that isn't a scam. The first step out of this mess, and trust me, it is a mess, a self-inflicted wound, is to become disgusted with how far you've dug yourself in. I'm not talking about mild irritation, I'm talking about a deep, gut-wrenching disgust, the kind that makes you want to punch a wall, or better yet, punch yourself in the face. Metaphorically speaking, I want you to become brutally aware of two things, and I mean brutally. No sugar, coating here, no platitudes, just raw, unfiltered truth. One, what you absolutely, unequivocally don't want. What makes your stomach churn, what makes you dread waking up in the morning. And two, where you will be if you keep taking the same actions. Because let me tell you, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're heading straight for a financial and existential dumpster fire, a midlife crisis before you even hit 30. All you need to do is observe the masses and see where mindless action leads. Because it is not pretty. Folks, it is a horror show, a cautionary tale playing out in real time, all around you. You can observe these people in your daily life when you're out on a walk, or when you're out at the grocery store, or when you're on school campus, or when you're at work. They are everywhere. The zombies of consumerism, the walking dead of unfulfilled potential. There is plenty of opportunity to observe what you don't want in life so that you can move in the opposite direction. With purpose, with intention. With a fire in your belly, I want you to sit with your thoughts here because it is easier to know what you don't want from direct experience than it is to know what you want from your imagination. Your imagination can be a tricky beast, full of fluffy clouds and unrealistic expectations. But reality bites, and it teaches you what to avoid. So we're going to create an anti-vision for your future. Not some pie, in the sky dream, but a concrete nightmare. This isn't about manifesting rainbows and unicorns. This is about staring into the abyss of what you fear most. What truly repulses you. Sit with a notebook. Yes, a real physical notebook. Not your phone, not a tablet, a good old-fashioned pen and paper, and get specific. Write out every single thing that you don't want and why you should feel uncomfortable. Now, every single soul-crushing, dream-killing scenario you can imagine, write it down in vivid, excruciating detail. Don't hold back. This is your chance to purge all that negativity, to transform it into rocket fuel, use that potent negative energy, that raw, visceral disgust, to slingshot in the opposite direction, away from that nightmare future and towards something extraordinary. Commit that it will never happen again. Swear on your future financial freedom, on your peace of mind, on your very soul. Laser in on one meaningful goal, just one. not 50, not 5. One singular, crystal clear objective, like a sniper's target. And if your friends and family don't think you can achieve that goal, even better, trust me, that is just fuel for your fire. That is validation that you're on the right track. Because the masses rarely achieve greatness. Now, in that same notebook where you wrote out everything that you don't want out of life, with this negative energy brewing inside of you, bubbling like a volcano, take out your pen and right now write out exactly what you are going to do to achieve the meaningful goal that you set your eyes on. This isn't a wish list. This is a battle plan, a detailed blueprint for victory. Write down what skills you need to learn. Be precise. No vague nonsense. No, I need to get better at stuff. Be specific. I need to master Python. I need to learn advanced marketing strategies. Write down why you want to achieve that goal in the first place. Connect with your deepest desires, your core values. What truly drives you beyond the superficial. Write down your unwavering commitment to creating a better life for yourself. This is your Declaration of Independence, your personal manifesto. Etched in ink, filter all thoughts, advice, opinions, and emotions through your vision, like a laser beam, cutting through the clutter, through the noise, through the endless stream of distractions. Channel the entirety of your life into it. Every waking moment, every spare thought, every ounce of your energy, start completely new now, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of your past mediocrity. Reborn, reimagined, unstoppable, the last thing you need to write down. And this is a crucial one. This is where most people fail. All of the potential distractions standing in the way of that goal, every single one, big or small, your phone, social media, video games, Netflix, certain people, even certain habits that seem harmless. Write them down, acknowledge them, understand their power. Because here is the secret. Success is less about being disciplined, and more about removing the distractions that make discipline difficult. Think about it, it is not that you're lazy. It is that your environment is designed to derail you, to pull you off course, to keep you small, to keep you dependent. Next, disappear, not from life, but from distractions. Go dark, go silent, go monastic. These can be people, yes, even your friends who bring you down, who drain your energy, who scoff at your ambitions. Games, apps, the endless scroll of social media, the 24-hour news cycle, the noise, the endless soul-crushing noise. It is easier to remove everything at once and deal with the pain. Trust me, it is like ripping off a band. Aid quick and effective, a sharp, clean break. Than it is to tell everyone your plans and listen to their crap in a bucket opinions, which are usually just projections of their own fears and failures, their own limitations. Don't let their smallness infect your greatness. Reset your days. Start from absolute scratch tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, completely new. A blank slate, a fresh start. Everything that you've done before doesn't matter. It is ancient history, a prologue to your epic new story. You're not going to do it again. You're a new person, with a new mission, with a burning desire to create something extraordinary. You're going to be intentional about doing different things from the second that you wake up. Every single choice, every single action, align with your vision. Because your habits, your choices, your decisions are what got you into this place in the first place. This trap, this rut, this quagmire. And so if you continue doing those things, where do you think your life is going to go? Certainly not towards freedom and fulfillment. Of course not. Everything you're doing right now is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not here to judge your past. I'm just giving you a way to completely reset, to wipe the slate clean, to hit the cosmic reset button, and start building the life you truly desire. You need to drop everything and see what sticks. It is a radical experiment, a bold move, but sometimes radical problems require radical solutions. You need to do nothing, and that alone will shine a light on what your priorities are or what they need to be. Because when you remove all the noise, all the distractions, all the busyness, what is left, what truly matters, fill your time with learning, building, and experiencing as much as possible. Become a sponge, a creator, an adventurer. In other words, break your addiction with feeling like shit. Usually due to giving time and energy to people, activities, and things that don't care for your well-being. They're emotional vampires, sucking your life force. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody as you're going through this process. This is your journey, your transformation, your secret weapon. This is for you and not for anybody else. This is your journey, your transformation, your personal revolution. And the moment you find yourself having the desire to explain what you're doing is the moment that you should realize that you're not taking back control of your life for yourself. You're doing it for someone else, for their approval, for their validation. And that is an even bigger problem, a trap within a trap. A mental prison of your own making. This process of realizing what you don't want, launching in the opposite direction, and prioritizing long-term success is a part of the origin story of most successful people. They didn't get where they are by doing what everyone else was doing. They didn't follow the herd. They forged their own path, often in defiance of everyone around them. In other words, If you don't know what you need to do, rewatch this video, truly internalize it, let it sink into your bones. Let it become a part of your DNA. Don't watch this for the sake of just getting a quick dopamine hit of, oh, I get to learn something that may change my life, but I'm never actually going to change it. That is just another form of distraction. Another way to stay stuck. Flip the switch inside you and build a foundation that will carry you to the life you want, a life of freedom, purpose, and genuine happiness, a life you actually designed. You'll turn out just fine. Trust me on this one. I've seen it happen with countless people, and now it is your turn, now before you leave. I have a Cortex template below for you. It is a game changer, a productivity superpower. You can fill it out with your anti-vision, your weekly review, your tasks. It is a living document of your ambition. It is like a planner that you can duplicate every day inside of Cortex, which is a note-taking and knowledge management app that is completely free to use for personal use. Yes, this is an app that I made because, let's be real, the other ones on the market didn't fulfill my needs. As a writer, creator, and someone who values self-improvement, knowledge, and idea generation, I needed something better, something truly effective. Now, Cortex is of course not open to the public just yet. But if you join the waitlist, you'll get access relatively soon. You'll be among the first to experience this revolutionary tool. And even if you don't get immediate access, you can still look at the template and just write things down on paper. You don't need to duplicate it digitally. The principles are what matter, the act of writing, of planning, of committing. The second thing that I want to ask you, and this is super important, this is how we build a movement, is to share this video with a friend or 5 friends or 10 friends, anyone you care about, anyone who is stuck. And I know that sounds cheesy to ask. It is just a typical call to action at the end of a YouTube video, but hear me out. This is different. One, it helps me and it helps the channel, keeps this valuable content flowing, allows me to keep sharing these uncomfortable truths. And 2, when I was younger, I really wish that I had friends that shared more of this style of content with me, instead of just memes and cat videos, because right now, you probably share memes and funny things with your friends. And there is no problem with that at all. Laughter is good, humor is important, but you can cultivate a much deeper relationship with friends, family, whoever it is, by sharing your interests and sharing your desire to change so that you can do it together. Imagine the power of building a better life with your crew, with your tribe, supporting each other, pushing each other to be better, to achieve more. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, a bit shorter than usual, but straight to the point, impactful, a kick in the pants, a wake-up call, whatever you need it to be. If you liked it, let me know. Smash that like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, do what you got to do to stay plugged into this channel. Stay boring, stay patient. Peace.